Alright, what is up guys? I wanted to make this video to kind of talk a little bit about next gen consoles and where I stand with that. As far as, I'll start out with kind of what I've had, how I started out my gaming career, I guess you could call it. The first console I basically ever had when I actually started playing games fairly frequently rather than just once in a week or so was the N64. Hell yeah, that thing was awesome. Worst mistake I ever made was selling that thing when I was young, but mind you, my dog had chewed through both controllers, so I didn't have any controllers at all, so I sold it. But the first console that I got that I paid with my own money was the PlayStation 2. I got that pretty much right when it released. It was maybe a couple weeks off, but it was very early on to when it was released, and that served me very well. I played that a lot. Games like SOCOM, stuff like that, for all the way until the Xbox 360 that I have now. I didn't get that at launch. I got that about a year after it released. I'm sure we can all remember they had problems with overheating and catching fire and all that. Thankfully I joined the ship after that. So I had about 6 years of Xbox 360 and I loved it. It was great. About 2 years ago I bought a PS3. I bought the PS3 basically for the reason of why buy just a normal Blu-ray player when I can get a PS3 that'll do Blu-rays just as well and you can play a few games. So I only have like 3 or 4 PS3 games, but I have been kind of Xbox 360 and Microsoft all the way for gaming. And before these announcements started, there was the PS4 release that came out. You can probably hear my cat squawking, but yeah, that's awesome, hey? When the PS4 release came out, the first announcement, I watched it. Well, I didn't watch the entire thing, but I watched a good 3/4 of it or so until my stream froze and I couldn't get back on, and I just said screw it. And I didn't think it was the greatest thing in the world. I thought it was good. It looked interesting, for sure. But I was like, well, you know, I've always been kind of Microsoft fanboy, I guess you could call it. And I was expecting the Xbox One to be, or whatever they were going to call it, to be very good. And that's what I would go for. I just automatically expected that. And then the Xbox release came out about a month ago, and I'm pretty sure we all remember what that was and how that was like. You know, TV, 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 dog, TV, 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 NFL, TV. Did I mention TV? Oh, TV. And I was definitely on the very disappointed level, but I wasn't going to make any decisions or sway one way or the other because I love the Xbox 360 so much, so I kind of expected them to, you know, step it up with something and make it more interesting at E3, even though I knew that these problems, you know, always online DRM and then it recording your every move and all that, even when it's off. So a couple days ago, E3 comes around. I decided I was going to watch it all. Not all of it, but I was going to definitely watch Sony and Microsoft's presentations. And I did. I watched the Microsoft presentation. I'm looking at it, and before it came in, I would have bet money that they would have addressed the DRM issue and the always online and this recording thing. I would have said, you know, they have to talk about this. They have to to see what people are going to do to try and save some of the fans. And after that conference, presentation, whatever you want to call it, I was very, very disappointed. I was just like, what are you doing? And not to mention that they even admitted themselves that they're making a multimedia device, not a gaming machine, which worries me incredibly because I don't want a multimedia device. I have a PVR. That thing was expensive. Why do I need another one? I want a gaming machine. I don't care about TV or syncing Netflix and all that crap. I mean, TVs can do that on their own now. Smart TVs, anyway. And I was so disappointed coming off of that presentation. So I just went into the PlayStation one with an open mind watching that. And I was pretty much blown away. I came out of the PlayStation presentation thinking, that's what I'm buying. That's what I am going to do. And it's now a couple days after, and that's still how I feel. Even before the PlayStation presentation came on my Facebook and stuff like that, I was saying, after the Microsoft one that is, I was saying things like, this is Sony's conference to lose. After Microsoft went out and basically got, what happened to them. I felt that Sony had to do something to severely screw it up. And they didn't. I think I liked the games that they showed better, even. I mean, I am not a Halo fan. I don't play Halo. I don't even really like Halo. So I have no desire for that. And that was kind of that and Metal Gear Solid were Microsoft's big games. And I don't care about either of those. So my loyalties are with PS4 from here out, unless something comes out that's horrible. Because I don't want to be recorded. That's the biggest thing for me, that recording thing, and it is terrifying.